Really know like people. How are you doing? Are you feeling no? Rise and shine, people. Rise and when you your eardrums, it does feel good to know that you're there. And just to also introduce you to the station, which is not just a radio station, but we are an institution. I'm talking Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. We give you an audio visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. Have you given your son a high five, given your daughter a warm hug, squeeze the hand of your significant other right now just to reassure them that you are here, you're there, you're never gonna leave, right? You'll be strong for the family and all of that. Have you done that? If you've not done that yet, you better do these three things because they go a long way. And as you do so, crown it up with I love you. All right, let it not be something they hear as an alien conversation from outsiders. Let it start from the house. They say charity begins where? It begins at home, right? Okay, so right here I'm also sending that love through to you via this very platform. I love you, and I'm glad that you keep your ears glued onto the station. Remember, we are not just a radio station. We're taking a notch higher. We started a TV station. That's right, across social media platforms, talking YouTube, talking Facebook at Eagles FM Abuja. Do well to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Do well to give us a like, give us a following. Follow us through, right? On the Facebook page wall at Eagles FM Abuja, and do the same as you spread those beautiful, colorful eagle's wings across every other, platform, social media platform right there at Eagles FM Abuja, and there you will find us. Let me greet you in a way that I know how to. I would say, Caro. I would say, Mamurel Kel. I would say, Ning Deve. I would say, Otutuoma. I would say, Inakwana, I would say. Agife. That one goes very, very romantic. Agife. The other part, just leave it to the air. And yes, Olodudu, I would say as well. In my dialect, I'd say Amesiere. And in the language that you and I totally understand, it will be Una. Good morning. My name is Utuak Daniel, and I'll be taking you through from now up until the 12 o'clock hour. Now, let me give you a little bit of an itinerary of what to expect. Now is the time for us to look into the front page of Nigerian newspapers, but it takes us to the 8 o'clock hour, where, of course, the sports minister on radio, the only one I know, by the way, Vicky Vic's going to be here, supposedly have not spoken about for a while, because I've been fighting that temptation not to talk about it. I mean, a private radio station shut down in Niger State. I mean, I don't understand. I mean, that's what the conversation is going to be about at the 9 o'clock hour. What happens to our freedom of speech? What happens to it exactly? All right? What happens? You trying to silence dissent voices? If you're doing so good and you're so proud about what you do, shouldn't we be praising you? Shouldn't the facts be speaking for itself? Why do you have to go on a veto for a private station right there in that state? Well, I'm glad that the ICPR, I'm glad that NHIR or NHRC have come out, to talk about this. I'm glad that the Ministry of Information and Cultural, Tourism now, they've also come out to speak about it, to condemn it. Well, I'm yet to hear from the NBC though, but I believe the NBC is cooking something. I mean, the NBC has the statutory rights to do that. If you've got any complaints, why not go through the right medium? And it's on to telling us the type of power or social deprivation that we face on a daily basis. And some will say that whatever happened in Niger State, that move alone is seemingly what is happening at a larger scale of leadership. Well, we'll just find out in on the 9 o'clock hour. 10 o'clock hour, of course, general open banter. At 11 o'clock hour, we will be looking into something that we were not able to bring to you the last time, right? Something that we're not able to bring to you the last time, but it has to do with health, right? It has to do with health, and you best don't want to miss that one. And of course, 12 o'clock hour crowns it up with Today in 60 Seconds. Now let's jump into what today is about. Today is not just like every other day. I mean, today is a Soto Symposium, or an exercise that started from last week Friday. That's the 1st of August of 2025, and it's lasting through into today, being the 4th of August 2025. That's Feeding Week, right? World Feeding Week is now it is support WHO, that is the World Health Organization, the UNICEF, and many ministries of health and civil society partners. World Breastfeeding Week is held in the first week of August every year. Breastfeeding is one of the most effective ways to ensure that child health and survival is is ensured. Yet, currently, fewer than half of infants under 6 months old are exclusively breastfed. Well, in 2018, a World Health Assembly resolution endorsed World Breastfeeding Week as an important health promotion strategy. Now, with a different theme each year, it aims to promote the enabling environment that helps women to breastfeed, including support in the community and the workplace with adequate protections in government policies and laws, as well as sharing information on breastfeeding benefits and strategies. All right, so that is what it is. Now, the theme for this year would be World Breastfeeding Week 2025. Invest in breastfeeding, invest in the future. Oh, did you hear that? That's really, really loud. Now, but let's get into some things that you ought to know this morning. Follow me now, stay with me. All right, and then when we are done with this, we jump into the front page of Nigerian newspapers and bring you up to speed on it. All right, the former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai has warned that Nigeria's social capital may be completely destroyed if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the ruling All Progressives Congress APC are returned to power in 2027. El-Rufai actually issued the warning in Sokoto during a grassroots mobilization campaign that was organized by the opposition coalition platform, the African Democratic Congress. All right, far north in Sokoto, El-Rufai is making this appeal. Or would I call it an appeal now? I don't know, but whatever it is, though, he's saying that, look, our social capital may be destroyed should the current administration be brought in come 2027. But let's go away from that story now to something elating, all right? Something beautiful. Nigeria's women basketball team, the Tigers, have become the first team to win the FIBA Women's Afro Basket not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, but 5 times. Right, 5 times in a row, defeating Mali on Sunday. The Tigers has also booked an automatic ticket for the 2026 FIBA Women's World Cup in Berlin, Germany. Once again, my girls, my girls, they're my girls. I don't know about you, but they're my girls. They do well. Okay, they do us proud now. First it was football, now it was basketball. Oh, come on. Which are the sports it's gonna be now? Yo, girls rock. All right, one more, man. One more. Yeah, you rock. Well, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party LP in the 2023 elections, Peter Obi, on Sunday reiterated his commitment to serving a single 4-year term if elected president in 2027. Obi's tweet on his X handle was a response to the jibe by Anambra State Governor Chukwuma Soludo, who recently mocked Obi's one-term, single-term pledge. Okay. Wise men from the East, I guess. Well, anyways, if you know, you know. The owner of a hotel under construction in the Dumoza community, Uromi Esan North East local government area, identified as Andrew Isesere, has been crushed to death after the building collapsed on him. It was gathered that more than 20 workers at the site narrowly escaped death, with some sustaining injuries. The owner of a hotel under construction in the Dumoza community, Uromi Esan Northeast local government area, identified as Andrew Isesere, has been crushed to death. So rest in peace. The ongoing industrial action at the Lagos State University LASU yesterday took a new turn as the Senate of the institution suspended all academic and socio-academic activities, including the 2024-2025 second semester examinations, until further notice. Okay, the Social Democratic Party SDP has filed a lawsuit against the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC over the Commission's reported rejection of its candidates for the upcoming by-elections in 12 states across the country. In a statement issued on Sunday by the SDP National Publicity Secretary Araba Rufus Ayeniba, the party claimed the INEC acted beyond its powers by refusing to recognize its candidates. Something to think about. The family of Abubakar Yakub, chief imam of Kuchibuyi community in the Buhari area of the Federal Capital Territory, is in mourning after his son, Atahiru Abubakar, was allegedly shot dead by police officers during a land dispute in the area on Saturday. It was gathered that Atahiru died instantly after being hit by a police bullet, while his elder brother Abbas sustained gunshot wounds and is currently battling for his life at a hospital. Okay, we go to Ondo State now. Ondo State Police Command on Sunday in Akure, the state capital, said it arrested no fewer than 10 nationals of the Republic of Benin over an illegal human trafficking business in the state. According to the State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Lawal Adebowale, Mr. Lawal Adebowale, who spoke with journalists on the development, suspects were Ato Joel, Mohammed Amido Saibu Akateliwe, Abdul Jahal, and Nda Severin. Okay, I see that. Well, you've arrested police on those states. Well done. Okay. Now, the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has predicted thundery and rainy weather activities across the nation from Monday to Wednesday, and they are warning of a possible flash flood in some area. NIMET's weather outlook released on Sunday in Abuja, Adamawa, envisaged morning thunderstorms on Monday with moderate rains over parts of Adamawa, Tarabat, Sokoto, Kebbi, Zamfara, Jigawa, Kano, and Katsina states in the northern region. Abuja is not mentioned, FCT? Okay, guess we're safe now. But hey, whatever it is though, if you know the flood paths, please, it's either we do something or we do something. So either way, we are doing something. As a community, there is also something called the community development, work. Y'all can come together and say, you know what, hey, we need to do something to keep this place in such a way that it doesn't allow for these waters to flow, aimlessly, destroying lives and property. All right, we can do that in our own little way, while the government is also tinkering what to do in this regard. But anyways, let's just jump into the front page already. Keep in mind that the studio numbers are open for you: 0907 353 0044. Again, 0907 353 0044. The other number is 0908 766 8888. The WhatsApp portal number is 0909 705 4450. Now, these are the numbers that you can connect with us. And please, 1 minute, 30 seconds or 35 seconds at most, whether it's a voice note or you're giving a voice call. So, in other words, that means go straight to the point as you deliver your thoughts. Okay, and let it be within the ambit of civility and responsibility. Civility and responsibility. You see, all right, that's very important, please. Okay, now the big story on the front page of the Nation newspaper this morning, for today, being the fourth day in the month of August of 2025, it says, federal government, that is the kicker now, 712 billion naira upgrade will turn MMIA into world class. Federal government being a kicker, 712 billion naira upgrade will turn MMIA into world class. And the citizenry are not even having a middle class sort of life, to speak. But somebody will come at me now and say, Yudi, what are you talking about? 712 billion naira? We have that kind of money to spend on an international airport, really? We do? Well, yeah, it's okay. If you say it's all right, then it's fine. We just keep having the big names, and yet the people of the country are not even big in any ways. Well, still living in the shadow of the past. They call us the giant of Africa. Are we? Are we still? Anyways, it's got this rider though. Lagos Airports to become West Africa's hub after remodeling in 2 years. Well, that story continues on page 2 of the Nation newspaper. And I see this one just above it. Right, Tinubu hails female basketball team, the Tigress, for winning 5th consecutive African title. Page 39. Page 39 has got that story. I love it. I feel so good about it. Well, this one here, a story that's continued on page 3. It says Anioma State as the 6th Southeast state. Oh, talks about state creation, right? Okay. Still ongoing, I see. Oyetola moves against frequent boat accidents. It's got one rider, maritime police underway. That story continues on page 3, which is looking very popular with the Nation newspaper. And at the base of the Nation newspaper front page, Olubadan in council to declare Ibadan stool vacant today. Page 5, you'd find that story. Now we go to the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. The big story on the front page, experts question FEC's approval of 712 billion naira for airport upgrade. 712 billion naira for airport upgrade. Experts are questioning, the Federal Executive Council's approval of 712 billion naira for airport upgrade. All right, it's got 3 riders to it though. Renovation, wasteful. Misplaced priority. ADC saying that it's strategic investment in nation's aviation infrastructure. Kayamo is saying that. How many of us can fly in the planes? I don't know, except for a minute few, if you ask me, when you look at the population. But anyways, the third writer says Lagos terminal rebuilding to be funded with subsidy removal gains. Ooh, really? Says Lagos terminal rebuilding to be funded with subsidy removal gains. And we have that kind of money, 712 billion naira. Then there is something that the governors are not telling us. I mean, if they can fund from the subsidy removal gains, there's something we're not seeing. Page 7, though, you see that story. 2027, Tinubu's loyalists regroup, revive structures, page 3. And I see D Tigers wins 5th title in a row. Defeats Mali 78-64. Now, that is some huge points gap, if you ask me. Look at your faces. Oh, they look so Nigerian, so beautiful, I see. Right, feels good. Gives me the joys. All right, girls, go girls. Thank you. Thank you so much, right? 5 times, you're the champion, and automatic tickets to the 2026 FIBA World Basketball Championships in Berlin, Germany. You deserve it. You deserve it. All right, I see this one. NDLEA intercepts cocaine, tramadol, consignment, and vehicle side mirrors at Lagos airports. Vehicle side mirrors. Is this creativity, innovation, or what? Page 26. And for health, common sweetness may be accelerating puberty in kids. Page 5. Yeah, I'll better watch out for that one now. Northern marginalization is the kicker here. Substantiate your allegation. MBF challenges ACF Northern Elite. Page 3, you'd find it. Another page 3 looking so popular. My vow to serve 1 term, sacrosanct. Obi is saying that, says, purposeful leadership doesn't require eternity to deliver. Obi is super sure that as soon as he gets into power, if he is given the mandate, of course, by the majority, which they say winning an election is about the numbers, he will turn around just in 4 years and y'all will get to see it with your own eyes. IPI demands immediate reopening of shut radio station in Niger. All right, page 22 has got that story. Just above the Nigerian Tribune newspaper banner now, you'd find this one. Find a job to do ahead of 2027. APC tells El Rufai. Find a job to do, El Rufai. Seems like you're very jobless right now. You're so idle that you have time for frivolity. I think that's what the APC is telling El Rufai to say. Find a job to do ahead of 2027. APC tells El Rufai. Your utterances distracting Tinubu. Oh, party is saying that. Your utterances distracting Tinubu, I see. Page 4, you'd find that one. By-elections, SDP kicks against rejection of candidates. You see this one on page 4 as well. Very popular with the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. One writer follows, heads for court, says decision illegal, unconstitutional. Away from the Nigerian Tribune newspaper now, we're looking to the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. And with the Daily Trust newspaper, the big story, rumpus. Over 712 billion naira Lagos Airport's renovation contract. Rumpus. Over 712 billion naira Lagos Airport's renovation contract. Two writers follow. Amount outrageous, experts say. ADC demands suspension. Second writer, federal government defense project says funding from subsidy savings. Oh, federal government is in on this too. All right, pages 3, 4, and 5, you'd find the story just to show you how serious, how important the story is. Okay, we go to this one here on page 8. IPI, NGE, others slam Niger governor over order on radio station. I see. All right, to this one here again, this is page 4. It says, page 44, I beg your pardon. Flood destroys houses, schools, and farms in Plateau, Bauchi, Niger. Also, Governor Bago has flood issues and okay, he has the time to shut down a radio station. Anyways, we see that one on page 44 of the Daily Trust newspaper. But I see this one here now. Bandits raid 16 Zamfara villages, kill 5, abduct many. And you see that one on page 48 of the Daily Trust newspaper. And at the very, very base of the Daily Trust newspaper banner now, uncertainty over Bayo Ojulari's job as NNPCL boss. It does seem as though some of the reforms that he has injected, into the NNPC is having issues where they are now choosing sides, and there is a bickering here and there, back and forth here and there, factions here and there, and it's not really looking beautiful for him now. Bayo Ojulari's job as NNPCL boss, uncertainty. There's an uncertainty hanging, hovering over him in that regard. Well, you see that one on page 30. Okay, so we see this one here. Oyetola vows sweeping reforms to end both mishaps, and committee ask committee to submit reports. Okay, that's something. Page 42, you'd find that story right there. And that's the end for the Daily Trust newspaper. We go to the Vanguard newspaper. It's going to be a smart read, so stay with me now. The Vanguard newspaper, the big story, silent killer. Silent killer. Soaring drugs costs. Ignorance fueling hypertension deaths. All right. Soaring drug costs. Ignorance fueling hypertension deaths. I should take that one again. It's a big story with the Vanguard newspaper. Silent killer is the kicker. Silent killer is the kicker. Soaring drug costs. Ignorance fueling hypertension deaths. All right. It's got 4 writers to it. Over 41 million Nigerians at risk as hypertension cases surge. I'm not in doubt. Second writer, patients forced into deadly drug holiday as treatment becomes unaffordable. And the third writer, experts warn of national emergency as sudden death spike nationwide. The last writer, we are addressing the problem. Federal government is saying that already. We are addressing the problem. All right, page 5, you'd find that story now. And this one here on page 30, Kaduna governor is saying something. No zone in North marginalized by Tinubu. Kaduna governor is saying that no zone in North marginalized by Tinubu. Okay, you see it on page 30. I see my girls victory lap. The D Tigers beat Mali 78-64 to win 5th Afrobasket women title in Ivory Coast yesterday. That feels good. I won't tire. I will not tire. Ringing the bell. Yes. And this one here, a very sad one here, page 30, you'd find this particular story. It has killings. That's the kicker. Killings. Benue leaders seek EU, UK, US intervention. Killings. Benue leaders seek EU, US, UK intervention. Page 30. You'd find that story. Afenifere to Southwest governors leverage on UN recognition to equip Amotekun, page 10. You'd find that one. Just above the Vanguard newspaper banner now. This one here says, Ojulari's alleged exit, presidency, NNPCL silence heightens confusion. Okay, so there are talks that, okay, he has exited his position, and now the presidency is not talking about it, and NNPCL is also silent about it, and now we don't even know what exactly is going. Remember that a while ago, there was some sort of uncertainty about him still being the GCEO of the NNPCL, all right? And now we're still, the Vanguard newspaper is still bringing it on here saying Ojulari's alleged exit being the kicker, presidency, NNPCL, silence, heightens confusion, page 10. Obito Soludo, my one-term 4-year vow, sacrosanct. All right, sacrosanct. My one-term 4-year vow, sacrosanct. Page 8. And this one on here, Keyamo is speaking. We are not borrowing for 712.3 billion naira Lagos Airport project. We are not borrowing. Okay. We're not borrowing for it because we have the subsidy removal gains. That's what we are using. Okay. We go to the Punch newspaper now. Let me give you some punchy headlines now this morning. Under fire, Keyamo defends 712 billion naira airport revamp. 712 billion naira airport revamp. And somebody told me just yesterday, UD, before our very eyes, the height of impunity, the spending of our monies recklessly, and yet we look on and we cheer. We will just cheer. Because to us, we're so used to this big monies that we don't see nothing wrong about it. Everything is just right. We are revamping an airport because we want to be world class in Africa. Big brother Africa we are, I guess. Page 28, you'd find it. Now, this is not to say that development, infrastructure is bad. But somebody will tell me, UD, has anybody handled the stomach infrastructure yet? We still haven't won that war. We're still fighting that one. 2027 tensions, there's the kicker. APC kingmakers scramble to quell state-level uprisings. And page 2 has got that story. Factions, legal battles, grip party strongholds. Party upbeat over crisis in Lagos, Rivers, Benue, Bayelsa, others. And this one here, 220 oil blocks abandoned amid debt crude crisis. Page 28's got that story. Striking doctors cripple Lautech hospital operations. Page 42's got that one. Just above the Punch newspaper banner now, the heights, the apogee, the peak, the zenith of it, the top of it. Fuel imports surge to 71% as marketers ditch local refineries. Page 27 has got that one. To page 42 now, 2027 being the kicker. Obi's one-term presidency gambit sparks political firestorm. All right, Yowada, I see his face for some reasons. All right, he's the APC national chairman, Yowada. Okay, that name, don't forget it. Okay, so that's how we call it a close for the front page already. Allow me to head out now, go on a recess. I'll be right back in a short bit, and when I'm back, it will be you talking. Please, 1 minute 30 seconds, 1 minute 35 seconds, go straight to the point. I beg you.
Experience you can count on. Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
For advert placement and program sponsorship on Eagles 102.3 FM, please call 080-5919-8658. That is 080-5919-8658 or 081-5791-7278. Again, 081 5791 7278.
It is 33 minutes gone past the hour 7 on the AM side, and this is the Pages. Going straight to taking the calls now. Good morning.
Good morning, Yudi.
Good morning to you, please.
Felix from
Felix.
Lambata.
Yeah. Felix, welcome aboard. Talk to us.
Greetings to all my wonderful callers and listeners,
Right.
and the management of Eagle FM
Appreciate
for giving us this opportunity to vent air our views.
Yeah.
Yudi,
Yes, please.
yes, so this one-time demand is legitimate. Yes, because that is what remains for the South. After Tinubu has served one term, what remains for the South, anybody coming from the South, is one term. Then it will come back to the North. That is their own political arrangement. And we're all aware of this. But people will be saying, yes, I will do something in one term that Nigerians will remember me for. And people are demarketing, people are talking about it. And they are saying, no, it's not possible, it's not possible. But let me tell you, Yuri, Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso,
Yeah.
if that man stepped down today, I will go on my knees here to beg him to continue. And he said to many Burkinabes. And if Tinubu comes here and become an Ibrahim Traore of Nigeria, and he do well, I tell you, Nigerians will beg him on their knees to continue for subsequent terms. So we understand the logic. Thank you very much. God bless
Okay,
you.
appreciate it. So we understand the logic already, Peter Obi. We know what you're trying to do. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Yudi.
Good morning to you, please.
My regard to Moses. This Zion Prince saying hello
Zion Prince, where are you calling from?
from Cuba.
Awesome.
The Kayama wants to spend 7 and 12 billion
Yes.
to renovate just terminals.
Yes.
Wiki has spent 39 billion refurbishing ICT center in Abuja. That is how our money goes. Renovation here. I think that they even be piling up all this money for 2027. If we are in the country, I don't know how much you use in fueling your car and how many times that car takes you down to walk to and fro in a month with 80,000 naira fuel. I don't know how many and how much are people earning. The Nigerian government is not paying workers their due salary. Those who 70,000 naira spend about 60 or 50 on transport to work. The workers, the retirees are not paid their allowances. The police are protesting. Army protested at that time and shut the Akantanya's office before they receive their money. Many workers are underpaid. So many states are not paying the 70,000 naira minimum wage. Yet we spend all these billions on that frivolities. If it's Kayamo, the one keeping account of subsidy remover, you see the Accountant General of the Federation, the government they took 700 billion to meter Nigerians. Till tomorrow, Nigerians are buying their own meters from ADC offices. Why are we deceiving ourselves? How far can they go? They will one day account to God for their services. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. Go FM.
Appreciate that one. Zion Prince right there, straight to the point, he says. And, okay, we're still taking your calls now. It should be very straight to the point, as I always advise. Please, very, very straight to the point. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Edward.
All right. Let's take more calls now. 0907 353 0044. That is the number. The other number is 0908 766 8888. And we take this one here. Hello, good morning.
Let's surrender. Good morning.
Serendale Apostle Lost Alive.
Yes, Apostle also.
Yes.
Greeting.
Oh,
So my
my.
take goes like this.
Apostle, are you there?
There is some,
Hello?
yes, I'm calling from Apo
Okay, go
in
ahead.
Damangaza.
All right, go
Yes.
ahead.
Yes, my take goes like this. That there is some adage that say that it's not how long you sleep on top of a woman that pregnant her. What am I trying to say is that people be saying that 4 years, any good leader, some years it's okay for him to put things in order. Another thing I want to say is that what is good for the football, those female footballers, is good for those basket footballers.
Since the government of they leave the priority things with raining money to people that play for 90 minutes. So let them reciprocate it to those basket people, those basket the players, because the police are protesting that their minimum wage are not paid to them, but they will have money to waste on those ladies. 100 million naira each person. Whereby we have other standard problems that are ravaging us, like insecurity. How if they cut off that small money and inject it in security, it will go a long way. So my humble saying is that what is good for those footballers is good for those basketballers, because the government they have lived the priority and doing whatever they like. Thank you and God bless you. Nigeria will be well one day.
Okay.
That's Apostle Osama. God bless you.
Appreciate Apostle Osalite giving his thoughts right there, very loudly, clear, and crisp. All right, we'll put a peg to the calls here, but first let's hear from Abdul. Hello, Abdul. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. This is Abdul calling from Suleja, Niger State.
Abdul, welcome aboard.
UD, thank you very much for giving us opportunity to talk on this platform.
Appreciate Abdul.
UD, I want you to ring a bell for NDLE. You know they are my people. You didn't ring bell for them. Thank you very much, UD.
Yes, please.
Congratulations to the Nigerians. They've won another trophy again.
That's right.
They will continue winning trophy. But I want the federal government to know that we, the masses, we are really suffering. To eat 3 times a day is not easy. I know that these people that are doing this game, they are really trying also. But they should look the way they pump money to them. This money can be challenged to other important things also. You see, UD, always they will say they reduce fuel pump price. I cannot see the impact in filling stations. I always say it here. So the suggestion that Dangote should have his own refinery should come up, so that whenever they say they reduce this price, we'll go to a filling station and we didn't see it reduce, we'll be able to talk. So please, Dangote, I want you to get your own filling station quickly, so that we know when the fire is going up and is going down. Thank you very much. God bless Igbo FM. God bless Nigeria.
Okay.
Bye.
Appreciate Abdul for that one, though. So Dangote, please go get your own fueling station, so that way we know when the prices are going up or it's going down. But anyways, let's go see this one on here. And you'd find it on the Facebook page wall. I keep saying, get on there. If you're not there already, go to the Facebook page wall and give us a like the post, share the post, leave a comment. I mean, quite a number of family members are doing that, and well done. Thank you. Thank you. Well done. All right. I see this one coming from Solomon Barral. He says, to fix Murtala Mohammed Airport with that amount is outrageous. All this while, why has the airport not been fixed all this while? Can the federal government tell Nigerians how much they are realizing from the airport that makes them want to use such monies to fix the airport, not using another money that's kept for other things? Nigerians are hungry. Federal government should think fast and do the needful. Thank you, Solomon. All right, also Francis Namani right there says, keep up the good work. Well done to you. Thank you too. And we see Suleiman Danfulani now, and he says he's watching live from Magamang, Gamal Toro, local government, Bauchi States. Thank you, Suleiman. Says, Mr. Yudi, any optician that says if it's given opportunity to, okay. Any politician, I believe you wanted to say. Okay, any politician, I get that now. That if he's given the opportunity to be president, he will serve for 1 tenure. It's not true, because of most of our politicians, they are betrayers. They don't have truth in their mouths no more. So therefore, we should not believe what they're saying. All right, that's what Suleiman Danfulani is saying, all the way from National Assembly, but right now in Bauchi State. Thank you, Suleiman. Voice of Mbise from Okukwa, Umuhu Kwato. Says, good morning everyone in the studio. Baja telling the North to allow Tinubu to finish what he started is laughable, baseless and inconsequential, so we should allow Tinubu to finish the starvation, hardship, insecurity, killings, hunger imposed on Nigerians. What an ironical statement. Anyways, my advice to Nigerians is to come together. Let's send this administration and their cluelessness out. All right, APC members, back to their various homes come 2027, I guess. He's saying. Not very clear though, but yeah. That's about what he's saying. But I see messages. Oh, good Lord, quite a number of messages. Will I be able to go through all of this? Let me see. Okay, let's just start with the messages, the one typed. This one is coming from Abbas, from Dude Say Abbas. Been a while. Good morning, Sir UD. Good morning to you too, Abbas. On the proposed 712 billion to renovate Lagos airports, why not use the money to properly reconnect and connect the entire business route in Nigeria, especially the Abuja-Lagos roads? This busy road. These are the most busy road in Nigeria. If these roads are properly rehabilitated, it allows travelers' goods moving from this state to spend less than 6 hours from Lagos to Abuja. Besides, those who are flying are less than those traveling on our roads. I think the government has to do something about rehabilitating business routes across the Federation. Thank you, Abbas. 712 billion naira for airport upgrade. All of us here are shouting. Have we all forgotten the new job of Ganduje as the FAN chairman, teaming up with Keyamo, the aviation minister? Ooh, James. Okay, we have not seen anything yet. Soludo promised my state a Dubai-Taiwan road, but we have not seen anything close to what he promised us for 4 years. And he thought is like him, okay? He's not anywhere close to Peter Obi's class. El Rufai, please continue your distraction. I think you are making an impact. So is saying that. And Samuel, all the way from Kujay, says, good morning, peace of Bible to you, my brother. UD, just to wish you the entire management of Eagles FM well. Thank you. May the Lord God Almighty remember you all in the time of your need. In Jesus' name it says, amen. Have a great day too, my brother. I see you, Comrade Olobasi, all the way from Buhari in Abuja. It says, Happy New Week. Happy New Week to you too. Peter Obi's promise to serve only one term of 4 years in office is ruffling more feathers as expected. Nigerians, past and present leaders, have every reason to be jittery because their 8-year tenure in the presidency has never brought any meaningful development to the country. In a sane society, 4 years is more than enough to transform any country to an enviable height. So let's support Peter Obi says and see the wonders of development. God bless Nigeria. Okay, wonders of development. That part got me. All right, McKay, you sent a message, but you didn't let me know where it is that you're sending it from. So I will leave it null and void. Okay, so let's go with the voice messages now, the voice notes, and take as many as we can. Starting off with this one on here and right here. Keep in mind, this is Eagles Morning Risers Breakfast Show. Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. We give you an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. All right, let's start off with this one now. Coming from my friend, Yunus Anthony.
Good morning, you gentle UD.
Yes.
Yunus Anthony Ibrahim talking from Abaji. 712 billion just to upgrade our airport. Okay, when Nigerians are dying in hunger, when bandits are killing the masses, when some of our ministers are not doing what is expected, when some of our governors are not doing what is expected. As I speak to even in FCT here, the FCT minister, has he cleared the incentive or the allowances of his staff? FCT administration, he has not paid them their wage award. When you go to local government in FCT, the center of unity, up till this moment, teachers are not yet paid. As I speak to you, nurses on strike, and you are busy upgrading airport where you will fly abroad, you and with your family to go and enjoy your life. What a shame. Where are we heading to in this country? And we want to go in accordance to what is expected. APC telling El-Rufai to find a job to do before 2027. APC are just wasting their time. We are going to vote them out 2027 by the grace of God. And all our leaders should be careful because history must count on them. They like it or they like it or not. History must count. Thank you very much, Yudi.
All right. Okay, so I see signs from the producer saying, hey, you've got to cut it off now. Well, thank you, far too kind, Honorable Edwards, Triple D, BB Blessing. Can't take your voice notes right now, but appreciate your thoughts. Let's have that conversation at 9 o'clock hour. I mean, somewhere in Niger State, the governor, Bago, has shut down the private radio station just like that. What constitutional right does he have? What institution?